Welcome to Stranger Than Fiction. Today we're going to delve into a story that is hard to believe but very much true. That is the series of unfortunate events that made a man called Frano Selak wonder, did this really happen to me? Frano Selak's life reads like a plot torn straight from a high-stakes thriller. A man who, over decades, survived brushes with death so unbelievable, they would make even the most hardened daredevil shudder. Nicknamed the world's luckiest unlucky man, Selak's story is a roller coaster of wild escapes and mind-bending fortune that seems almost impossible to believe. The first close call, a train crash. The tale begins in 1962, when Selak, a Croatian music teacher, boarded a train bound for Dubrovnik. As the train raced through the freezing winter landscape, it suddenly derailed and plunged into an icy river. Several passengers drowned in the frigid waters, but Selak? He managed to swim to shore with only a broken arm and hypothermia, his first narrow escape from the jaws of death. The Skyfall incident. Surviving a plane crash without a parachute 1 year later, in 1963, Selak boarded his first, and last, flight. Mid-flight, disaster struck. A malfunction caused one of the plane's doors to burst open, and Selak, along with several others, was violently ejected from the aircraft. As if scripted by fate, he fell through the sky. But instead of meeting certain death, Selak landed on a haystack while the plane crashed into a mountain, tragically killing 19 passengers. He walked away, dazed but unscathed. It really was a fall from the heavens, but not from luck. The bus crash horror. Let's fast forward to 1966. Selak boarded a bus winding through mountainous terrain. Disaster struck yet again when the bus skidded off the road and into a river. 4 passengers drowned, but not Frano. He swam to safety once more, as if guided by an unseen hand that refused to let him go. The car fires. Narrow escapes behind the wheel. In the 1970s, Selak found himself in 2 separate car-related near-death experiences. In the first incident, his car caught fire while driving, but he managed to leap out just before the flames reached the fuel tank and the car exploded. A few years later, a malfunction in another vehicle caused fuel to leak onto the engine, shooting flames through the air vents. Selak's hair was singed, but he escaped with no serious injuries. Twice, the fiery grip of death seemed certain, but Selak dodged it with eerie precision. The cliff plunge. His wildest escape. One of the most terrifying events came in 1995. While driving through the mountains, Selak's car was suddenly forced off the road by an oncoming truck. His car plunged off a 300-foot cliff, but in a miraculous twist, Selak was thrown from the vehicle at the last second. As he watched the car tumble into the abyss and explode on impact, Selak found himself clinging to a tree on the edge of the cliff, unharmed. Fate, it seemed, had other plans for him. From near death to incredible fortune for most, surviving so many catastrophes would seem like a lifetime's worth of drama, but in 2003, Selak's bizarre story took yet another twist. After decades of near-death experiences, at the age of 72, he decided to buy a lottery ticket for the first time in years. And, as if the universe had a sense of humor, he won. A cool $1 million jackpot, capping off a life that had already defied the odds in every possible way. The life of a survivor. Selak used his winnings to buy a luxury home and a boat, but soon after, he decided that wealth wasn't what he wanted. He gave most of the money away to family and friends, choosing instead to live a quiet, modest life with his wife. Frano Selak, the man who defied death over and over, had one final lesson for the world. Sometimes, surviving and being surrounded by loved ones is the greatest fortune of all. Frano passed away in 2016 at the ripe old age of 87. A legend for the ages. Frano Selak's life is a tale of mind-boggling survival. A man seemingly touched by both disaster and destiny. His incredible brushes with death have become the stuff of legend, a story that leaves us questioning. Was he cursed with bad luck, or blessed with incredible fortune? Either way, Selak lived a life like no other, a journey through fire, water, and air, where every disaster became a new chapter in an unbelievable story of survival. What a trip, literally. One man's incredible twists of fate through death-defying adventures make you realize that, on the flip side of danger, he was truly fortunate just to be alive. And with that, we've reached the end of our story for today. But remember, the echoes of these tales linger, waiting for the next adventure to unfold. Until then, the journey continues in the stories we carry with us. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching.